All right, man, peace. Once again, coming to you live and actually on the University of North Carolina Charlotte campus. We welcome you guys back to the dopest podcast ever to be spawned from the Queen City herself. Joining with us today is, once again, it's the crew. From via phone, it is
E-Man.
Then also
in person, we have
J-May
and Aidan.
And your host, your moderator, the leader of the QCP, the Lord with the sword, Sir John Legion. We welcome y'all back to another episode of the Queen City Psychos. And this is episode 8 on February 9th, 2020. And this will be our first ever Valentine's Day special. Ooh, yeah. As requested by basically everybody in the group but me. But yeah, I was. But,
that's all of us.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all of us. But yes, we came up with this. I think it might have been. I think it was Aidan. Weren't you the one who?
It was me and E-Man. I think.
Okay, yeah, you and E-Man, and so one of them threw out the premise that, hey, we should maybe have some girls on here, because it's one thing for four guys to talk about Valentine's Day. We have our own perspective, but they just felt that maybe we could bring. Y'all know how much I hate using the word diversity, but it just helps to have another perspective, from the opposite gender. Yep. Agree?
I agree.
Yeah, those voices and those two voices that you just heard are in fact our guests, and we're going to introduce them. Ladies, I just want I want you to give your name and also your major. These our two guests for today's episode are fellow UNCC students. Go first.
Hi, it's Jennie, and I'm also a theater ed major in the UNC Charlotte.
What last name?
Oh, sorry. Jennie Evan.
Ayo, what's up? It's Erika Rush, aka Queen E. You don't know me, but you're about to get to know me. So what's up? I am a dance major here at the University of North Carolina Charlotte and a theater minor. So I'm very excited to get into these topics that we got for today.
Excellent. Now, before we jump in, Valentine's Day is obviously not today. It's next week, the 14th, I believe. Right. So
Friday, but I count this as the beginning of the week.
Yeah, Sunday's the beginning of the week.
Yeah, so this coming week. This week we're in right now.
Thank you for clarification, sir. Yeah. Thank you. But with that said, we decided to discuss a topic. Well, we have some questions that a lot of us have different opinions on. They're questions that me and my fellow psychos came up with that we are ready to present to girls, and also we're going to answer these ourselves. But when we have the premise for these discussions, especially when we have guests, is to let the episode flow through the guests. They will be doing the majority of the talking, and these questions are directed towards them. That's how we do it. So, first question. Now, everybody, I said I was going to add a little history, fun facts at the beginning of the episode, but I'm not going to do that. I'll do that on my own channel. Okay, so this one's going to be a lot more lighthearted.
Which means check the description for Tyler's channel for the history lesson.
Absolutely. So who wants to read the first question? And again, this is directed to the ladies. Go ahead, Aidan. It's not mine.
Well, Aidan has a great voice. I think he can read.
Yeah, my voice sounds almost as good as you look, Jesse. So. Hey, no homo, full promo. You know how it is. All right. So, what is your ideal Valentine's Day? Like, if you could structure the perfect Valentine's Day, what would it look like?
Who's answering first?
Ladies first. Now, I would like to keep in mind that over, like I said, $20 billion are spent annually on Valentine's Day. Now, I could go into the statistics on which gender spends more money of that 20 billion, but I'll get to that later. But go ahead. What would be the ideal Valentine's Day for you ladies?
Honestly, for me, I haven't been really much of a materialistic person. So, like on Valentine's Day, I just want to spend time with my significant other. Honestly, whether that's like waking up to a message. So, okay, let me just go ahead and start with what it would be, what it consists of. Just waking up with a message, just appreciation for the both of each other, like both of us, and the love that we have for each other. And then, of course, because of my schedule, I know that we would be busy during the day. But when we have that time together, all I want, and seriously, this is all I want. I just want steak tacos. Just steak tacos.
Yes.
Just steak tacos. Honestly, that's all I want. And then my significant other with whatever they want, streaming any type of show, whatever it is, and just us hanging out, laughing, having a good time. That is all I want. And I've been honestly thinking about that over the past couple of weeks about what I want for Valentine's Day. And that's it. I just want some steak tacos, my love, and my shows, and that is it.
Yeah, she said forget the flowers. She wants some steak.
Yeah, like
Wait, that's a related question. We're gonna get to specifics later. But
and I mean, like for the other stuff that's censored, we ain't gonna talk about.
Hold on.
Dessert.
Everybody.
There's of course gonna be dessert, but that's gonna be
The chocolate dessert.
that. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about that. But of course, that's a
Leave
given.
that to us.
Yeah,
That's what we're getting to that.
We all grown.
Yeah, that's a given.
Well, I am.
That's a given. But honestly, I've been thinking about it, and I just want some steak tacos and a show and my love. That's it.
Wow, that's great.
That's a great answer. All the guys are really going to be feeling
No, I want
this
to
episode.
talk.
All the guys who listen to this episode really are.
Now I want some tacos.
They'd be like, how come my girlfriend?
Right. Miss Jennie, go ahead.
All right. So personally, I'm not a hearts, chocolates, like teddy bear type of person. I just feel like that's all overhyped. So basically, so recently, sorry about that. So this is actually like my first Valentine's Day that I've been single since like 2014, I think. So normally, like when I was in a relationship, like Valentine's Day is all about like love and appreciation. But if you're in a relationship, like you love and appreciate each other every day. So personally, like I would just want to like spend time with that person. It doesn't have to be like, Valentine's Day themed, like they have like, all that jazz going on. But, if we're just like spending time hanging out and like, you just do like, one little special thing to just be like, hey, like, just a reminder, like, I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Like, I don't need some fireworks, Swan Lake, like, oh, no.
Swan Lake.
Like the tunnel of love with like the swans and like you ride through like
Yeah.
the commercial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just something simplistic, You don't have to go all out.
Yeah, you don't have to ball out.
No, because like if you're in a relationship, then like obviously like you're putting the time and effort into it every single day. You don't have to make a big deal about
You
it.
should.
You
should.
Thank you.
Like, I mean, some girls are kind of like, like, why didn't you like make a big deal about it?
Superficial.
It's just so stupid.
It
Like,
is.
honestly, like, okay, so when I was in a 3-year relationship, I would rather be more like special and have that like moment on our anniversary rather than taking some commercialized like crap and just being like hearts and red and flowers and all that.
Yeah, it's cliche kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And I just feel like, it's so overhyped with the commercials. And when you walk into the stores, the first thing you see is like, on sale flowers, on sale chocolates, and it's just all in your face.
Mhm.
Hey man, did you want to say something? I thought
when I was saying about when you were talking about the guys gonna be hitting the fair, I said that's 90% of our audience. But no, when I was saying about Valentine's Day, my Valentine's Day, my girl got to spend the whole check on me. All she worked over the month is spent on me. No, I'm just kidding. What I can say is that it's spending time with someone just any other day when you're already together with them, it kind of doesn't make the day any different. It kind of just means like, oh, this is another day we're being together and we can be romantic just like we always been. So I guess like my Valentine's Day would basically just be what we always would do. I'm personally not in a relationship, but like if we, hung out like every single day, that's my Valentine's Day. Just be able to spend time with you a little bit more than, and what we normally do or something like that. Or if we want to go do something special that day, I don't know, go out to a restaurant or something like that. Do something different we haven't done before or anything like that. Valentine's Day doesn't really have to be anything specifically based on we have to show this newfound appreciation and love for you that I didn't have all the rest of the year, because you do have that all the rest of the year because you are together with that person. So it kind of just depends.
Okay.
For me, anyway, whatever we feel like doing on that day is kind of just whatever we feel like doing on any other day. So it doesn't really matter what day it is.
Aidan, do you have an idea?
Definitely capitalizing on the discount candy. Number one.
I'm with you on that.
Regardless if I'm with someone or not, I am going to capitalize on cheap candy and I am going to consume mass quantities of unhealthy candy.
We celebrate Valentine's. We celebrate February.
It's gotta be in a chocolate camp.
Like
Chocolate cone.
Well, my
Nice.
brother's birthday is the 16th too, so like it works out perfectly.
Just check the expiration date because some of that goes bad after the 14th. I'm just saying, you always gotta check that. We already know what you want.
Wait.
On Valentine's. I'm right. All right, I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of like E-Man. Whatever we do on a daily basis, then we probably just do that on Valentine's. That's it for me.
I mean, yeah.
Just not make an effort, but just like acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same thing, but
like-
just be like, just use it as an opportunity to,
Iteration.
exactly. Instead of adding more onto it or putting in more effort on that day, just acknowledge it and then use it as a segue to not reassure them, but like, what was the word you used?
Reiteration.
Yeah, like just like reiterate like how much you care for them and just kind of like use that as a perfect opportunity.
Remind.
Yeah, to remind them. Yeah.
So y'all want to know my ideal activity?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're just gonna go to the next question.
Okay, good. Because it's absolutely nothing. If I am in a relationship and my girl wants me to do something, wants us to do something for Valentine's Day, I will. I am just not. I kind of have the same perspective on it as Jennie. Number one, I know the origin of Valentine's Day. And two, I don't get wrapped up in the commercialized narrative that you have to take a certain day. You have to do something with your significant other on a certain day to then validate how much you care for them. It's just, I just don't believe in that. Okay, and I don't have a problem with anybody who does, and I don't have a problem.
It's so weird that you have to like do it all together with everyone else in the world while they're all celebrating the same thing with you. Like,
right.
It really loses its specialty when you have to share that love and appreciation for that significant other with everyone else. You know?
Right. I mean, look, if I want to buy my girl a gift, I'll buy her a gift. But the fact that it has to be on February 14th or 15th, is done. That's all. That's all. But the only problem is, see, I grew up in a family where, let's be honest, all of us were, in a sense, we were kind of programmed as children to really celebrate Valentine's Day. I mean, think about it. Like, didn't everybody, when they were in school, when you were about maybe even as early as kindergarten, didn't they have y'all cutting out hearts and stuff and, making cards for other kids? Another kid in class you probably had a crush on, or for your mom and your dad. Okay, so you were really programmed at an early age. Okay, to celebrate Valentine's Day. It's really something that you grow out of. Some people grow out of celebrating it when they become an adult. Okay, so I get it. So and I was in there, making hearts and giving giving girls candy and stuff like that. Yeah, we all did it. So. So I'm guilty of that. But at this point, it's not, I just don't really think that much of it now, unless my mom asks me beforehand, then it's kind of hard to say no at that point. But y'all know that. Y'all know it's hard to say no to mom. This one centered more around gifts. Are flowers, cards, and candy, which are pretty much considered, I won't say the ideal gifts, but that's the stereotypical. Yeah, that's very stereotypical. Yes, the cliche gift. Is that outdated for Valentine's Day? I think you just answered that. You said yes.
I feel like it's a touchy subject with like each individual thing. So like obviously I feel like the candy's kind of cliche because like you walk down the aisle and it's just like swarming, like every single shelf. It's like the giant boxes for like $20 or the small boxes for $1. More on like the card side, if you just do like a small little something like that, and you write like your own personal message, you don't just like get like the big fancy, like, the huge cards, if you just do something like small like that, that's not necessarily outdated, but more of like the candies and chocolates and like just big heart balloons. That's a little more just like over the top. And I don't particularly I'm not drawn to that.
Okay. So. Flowers too? You
like
flowers?
I like flowers. It's just like, they're pretty and then they're going to die. So
okay. Question.
So fake one.
Is it? Okay. So I have a question for everybody, and I want this from everybody. Does it matter would you be put off if the flowers are fake? Do they have to be real? Because I know some girls, you give them flowers, they're not going to take care of them.
Yeah, it depends.
So so you're really wasting your money giving the girl flowers, and you come back like a week or 2 weeks later, and they dead and rotten. So I mean, first thing you should do is you put them in a vase, but not everybody does that.
Okay, so like for example, like one time for Valentine's Day, like my boyfriend got me this huge bouquet of red roses and sunflowers because that was like a weird thing with me. Like I loved it, so I took care of them. But I know that like some girls, that they're gonna sit them in a corner, they're gonna sit there and rot. So like you kind of have to pick and choose your battles with that. Like if you know that like she's just gonna look at them once and be like, oh, cute. Like you're probably gonna want to go with fake flowers. She might be upset about that. She can get over it. But like if she's gonna actually take care of it, if it's got like a special type of thing with it, and you know she'll take care of them, it's not a big deal. Like, it's just a cute little memento type.
Okay, Erika, you think they're outdated?
Yeah, I don't want nothing. I don't want no chocolate. I don't want no flowers. I don't want.
I just want steak tacos.
Yeah, right.
Honestly,
But wait, you said dessert. You said, I mean, the candy can be the dessert, or we talking about another type of dessert.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay, well, go ahead.
But see, when I say I don't want none of that, it's like if I do get something, I want it to be, if you're gonna get me something, I want it to last. Because I know me, I'm the girl. If you get me flowers, I'm like, oh, this is cute. I will forget about it because I'm so busy. They're going to die. And like I don't get a lot of chocolate like that anyway, because you get like the hard box of chocolate, and then there's some chocolate I don't like, so then it just goes to waste. So if you're gonna give me something, at least let it be something that I'll be able to hold on to, like maybe a necklace or something. And you don't even have to do that. But yeah, I think it's outdated, like, because I'm that type of girl that's not even going to take care of the flowers. So I know there's millions of other girls who are not going to. So if you give me fake flowers, I don't mind it because at least it'll be there. But honestly, I don't want none of that stuff. Like I said, steak, taco.
You know what I'll do? Honestly, I'll be creative. Just get like edible arrangements.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't see. Maybe elaborate.
I'm just saying, like for me, like I'm not a traditional guy either. I mean, I'm kind of cheap too, but just maybe like I might do like edible arrangements, which is kind of like I don't know. Have you guys heard of edible arrangements or no?
Yeah,
no, that's why.
It's kind of like fruit, but it's like built like a flower.
It's meant to like impersonate like a flower bouquet.
Yeah, that's what.
It's like cake decorating where it looks like something else. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like strawberries on stick with chocolate. I mean, just something creative. That's what I was.
Plus, like that's gonna look pretty, and it's not gonna be wasted.
Yeah,
and you do an effort into it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna eat that.
Okay.
Yeah.
E, what you got?
What I would have to say is I'm giving my girl real flowers and telling her this represents our love. So if she lets it die.
Oh, sorry to break it to you, E-Man, but
you're not really giving
they're
her
gonna die eventually.
Right. I mean, you're
regardless.
not really giving her an ultimatum, E. I mean,
You give her real flowers, but you can't take care of them. That's when you know you gotta give them.
That's
like, hey, just run to the kitchen, grab a cup, put some water in it, and then
run out.
Yeah,
it's like the Korean rock.
I personally like the little fake flowers, like people giving fake flowers out because like it looks nice and it's not gonna get any different if you don't take care of them or don't look at them any time of the day. They're still gonna look exactly the same, and it's a nice thing. I think getting real flowers for someone is kind of impractical unless you know they like garden or they actually take care of plants because they're gonna die. So kind of just for pick and choose who you want to give your flowers to. The real ones do anyway. Like you don't want to give it to someone who's not going to take care of them because it seems pointless.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Now, this may be a little bit more of a touchy subject because we haven't really covered this, and this was my question: is there more pressure on one specific gender to buy a gift for Valentine's Day than the other way around?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Everybody be honest, and look, there is no right. What is it? A right or a wrong answer?
It is a right or wrong answer.
Okay, all right. Well,
okay. Men, for a lot of the time, we are pressured we feel like we have to go big, or a lot of times she feels like, well, if you love me, you'll do something extravagant. That's how a lot of women are. A lot of materialistic.
Dang, Jesse, call them out. Why don't you? What? Women are materialistic. I'm Jesse Mayo.
I honestly had no idea what you girls were going to say before coming in, so I didn't know.
There is a big pressure on men. I agree with that because yeah, it's Valentine's Day, so everybody's like, oh, the man has to do this, the man has to do that, and then the woman is, I don't know. I just think equally, I think in a relationship we're equal, so it's just kind of like, if you're gonna get me stuff, I'm gonna get you stuff too, but I'm not gonna be like, you need to get me this, because I'm not a materialistic woman. Like there are some out here, but yeah, there is a big pressure. There's a big pressure on men with a lot of stuff in life, not even just on Valentine's Day. So knowing that, you just know automatically there is a big pressure on men on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you turn on the TV like during the month of February and there's like a commercial for K Jewelers for like jewelry for her. And like, you know, you walk in the grocery store and there's like to my Valentine and it's like a pink bear and you know that it's not supposed to be given to like a guy. So
Hey,
like,
I would gladly take a pink teddy bear.
all right.
I would gladly
Okay, the guys who said
Well, and here's the thing, though. I kind of agree with. Well, I kind of have to piggyback on what Aidan's saying because I get those from my mom all the time, and she loves them. You know, not granted, we're not in a relationship. But the point is,
Oedipus.
that may never be. I don't. That particular gift, I don't think will ever go out of style. All right, the little stuffed teddy bear with the heart, holding the heart in the middle that says "I love you" or whatever it is. Yeah, that. I'm sorry. Even that kind of makes me melt a little bit.
But do you feel like you have to do that for your mom?
Is it wrapped in the flower?
No.
One of them. Yeah.
Do I feel like I mean, it's mama we're talking about, but no, I don't. But it makes her light up, and so as I get it. But I mean, now there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna stop, obviously. But as of right now, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get her for Valentine's Day this year. But it's a really nice gesture to to her. But
I mean, other than that, like I completely agree with Erika. Like if I'm in a relationship, if we're both equal, like if you go ahead and tell me like, hey, like don't want to go big out for Valentine's Day, like I'm gonna completely agree, you know, like I don't want to feel like I need this, like I don't want all these huge expectations, you know, like if we're gonna meet each other halfway, okay with me.
Yeah.
Okay, but what gift do you know for a fact that you would not turn down? All right, the one gift that you know, no matter how many times you get it, you just melt when
if
you
give
get
me a gift card to anywhere to eat, I'm yours. If you give me a gift card to Longhorn Steakhouse, I'm perfectly happy, content woman.
That lady was
so steak tacos for you. And,
just steak.
Food.
Hey, guys.
And I thought the way
Dead
to a
cows.
man's heart. I thought the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Apparently, that paradigm.
No.
I am a firm believer that the quickest way to a woman's heart is through her rib cage. Okay, so.
Wow. Food. Give me food.
Yeah, guys, dead cows. It's a running theme here. So.
Or just food.
Consumable dead cows. All right, just keep that in mind.
I mean, like being honest, like going back to your question, like if there's one thing that like is gonna make my heart melt, if you do something like personal, like if you put like your own little, like if you got fake flowers, like I had a friend in high school who made like tissue paper flowers and like sold them for like $1 on Valentine's Day.
Okay, wait a minute.
That's like really, you know. I don't know.
You don't know how he did it?
I
don't either.
But like if you do something like if you put like your own little twist on it, like that's gonna like show me that you put effort into it instead of just buying a box of candy that's on sale saying, here, I love you.
Right.
Like, you know, if it has like a bit of sentimental meaning to it, like that shows me that you put effort into it.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even if it's tissue flower, you know what? That's all right.
They're pretty.
Okay, next question, and this one's an easy one for me. Is Valentine's Day only for couples? Well, for one, if you are single, for someone who doesn't really care that much about Valentine's Day, I mean, it's basically irrelevant to me because I'm just gonna do whatever I want. But just for some people, some people can be very depressed on Valentine's Day if they are single, or let's say even maybe a couple weeks before, a month before, or the previous year, just broke up with someone, you know, and not over it. Could have been a serious relationship, could have been not a serious relationship, regardless, you know. And then Valentine's Day rolls around and they're, you know, feeling very mopey. So.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna look in the mirror.
I knew it was coming.
You know what, man? I love you.
I love you.
There you go.
Then I'm gonna grab my lotion off.
And make sure them elbows aren't ashy.
Yeah.
Hitting up reality kings now.
Okay, Tyler.
Go ahead.
I just view it as like a second Halloween. Cause like, hold on, let me explain. Okay, let me explain. So at a certain point, you should grow out of dressing up and going to trick or treat. The only time, once you're like halfway through middle school or something, the only time you should be trick or treating is with your either a younger sibling, like some other person, or like your children. Like that. Other than that, like when you're older, like 7th, 8th grade, high school, you should not be out trick or treating, right? So when you're older, hold on, discount candy, okay? You can just go get a bunch of discount candy and have it for yourself. It's the same thing for Valentine's Day. There's just a bunch of discount candy, so just go out and buy it for yourself and just have at it. All right, that's.
Or make your own steak tacos. It doesn't matter.
Make your own steak taco.
Drop a recipe for steak tacos.
Yeah.
If there's a chef listening to this, please.
No, Erika, do you have a recipe that we know about?
You know, I can if I want to, but I haven't like made that. I just go order them.
Oh, no.
Where at?
Huh?
Where at?
Well, there's this great spot back home. It's not down here, but it's called San Felipe's. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So good. San Felipe is so good.
So good.
So good. So good. And you get dollar tacos. You can get like $4. You get some green sauce, some red sauce.
Okay, wait.
Is it Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
But no, like it's so good. But while I'm talking, I guess I can answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the question was:
is Valentine's Day only for couples? Now, E-Man, isn't this your question? Whose question is that's yours? Okay.
I believe, honestly, that Valentine's Day can be for whoever it wants to be with. If you don't want to celebrate it, that's fine. That's you, especially if you're single. Like, if you don't want to do anything, then have at it. But I feel like it could be for whoever it wants to be. Like, even like friendships, if you have a really good friendship, like I have a really good friendship with me and my best friend who lives back home. And let's say, for instance, if I wasn't in a relationship and we wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day, that could just be showing our appreciation for our love. Like, you're talking about your mom, how you guys celebrate that. I just feel like it doesn't have to be for couples. It could be for best friends. It could be for anybody. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily for couples. It's definitely like geared toward couples, just with all the commercial stuff. But I mean, like, like I'm pretty sure last semester, like my stepmom sent me a care package like on Valentine's Day, just as like, like a little cute little thing. But like, they make cards for like your mom and your dad and all that. So like, it's just whoever you want to be with, whether they're like your significant other, your best friend, like family, it's just like another appreciation day. That's over commercialized.
I honestly am not. I'm actually not too big on feeling like you have to go out and do something on Valentine's Day, whether you even when you're single. Because there was a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know if any of you guys caught wind of this, but on Twitter there was this sort of movement for people who were single, it was for girls who were single. They had this thing called Galentine's.
Oh yeah, that's that's February 13th.
Oh wow, they actually had a date picked
out. Well, like
I
don't know if it's like a legitimate date, but I know a lot of people celebrate Galentine's Day like on the 13th.
Okay.
It's the day before.
It's kind of like a Friendsgiving for Valentine's
Pretty
Day.
much, yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't find out until last year.
I didn't. Right, same.
It's pretty much a Friendsgiving for Valentine's Day. And if you don't know what Friendsgiving is, it's like Thanksgiving with your friends, not your family.
You're gonna be giving me steak.
Don't understand talking. All right, yeah, you making us hungry on purpose. Yeah. Look, we're going to eat after this. We are.
Hold tight.
There ain't gonna be no steak tacos. I don't think there's gonna be no steak tacos at Crown. Yeah. But so all right, so is there a male equivalent to this? Because if Galentine's Day is for
Saturdays, because they're for the boys.
Rolling Times Day.
Is that what you would call it?
Valentine's gay.
Valentine's. Hey, that may be a thing for some people, but yeah, I don't think we're not. Even if that does exist, we're not doing that.
Oh no.
Be very clear. E-Man, we're not celebrating no
Valentine's
Day. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I wasn't. No, I don't think we were planning any of that.
Okay. I mean, the three of y'all can, but I'll be here. I'll be here chilling.
Okay. We'll call you then. We're not doing anything of the sort.
We can do what we normally do. We'll go shoot pool. We'll do that.
Yeah, right. We can play Spider-Man in Mortal Kombat for the day.
Yeah. We can do that. Okay, now, do you guys actually watch? Who here has actually gone to see a movie on Valentine's Day? Has anybody actually done that?
Like as a date?
Yeah. On Valentine's Day? Really?
No.
I truly
One date in my entire
I don't
life.
think so.
No.
Because it's like I think I've always been like, oh, it's gonna be crowded, or like
True.
there's nothing out that like I want to see, or I
There's
don't
not
think
like
I
a
have.
horror movie on Valentine's Day.
Dude, I went. Well, I didn't.
Nobody
go see
watches chick flicks on Valentine's Day anymore.
No, they're watching horror movies now. They're dropping one
it.
on.
Well, I won't say nobody. It's just that they don't. Those movies don't do.
It's
well.
not as prevalent.
Yeah, they don't do very well at the box office. I mean, look, the highest grossing movie that came out that's ever come out on Valentine's Day or Valentine's Day weekend is Deadpool. I don't know if y'all know that, but yeah. So I mean, that, by the way, the marketing for that was brilliant. I think which doesn't have anything to do with Valentine's Day, but yeah, it's just not really. That's part of the commercialization, but it's not really a thing that I would recommend. It's really not.
Honestly, I haven't because I don't want to get all sappy and soapy, but Valentine's Day, like before this coming up, has not been great for me ever. Like every single Valentine's Day, either someone just breaks up with me or we spend Valentine's Day arguing. So that's also kind of why I'm not like really like hyped up or excited about Valentine's Day, because it's like right when I get my hopes up and like, yes, it's gonna be great, I'm in a relationship, either that person breaks up with me or it just doesn't go well at all. They leave me and go make plans by themselves without me. So.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Erika.
Yeah, it's okay though. I'm strong.
She's a strong black woman. That's what she is.
But no, that's really why I don't really like, really enjoy the whole Valentine's Day thing, because it's just kind of a jinx, honestly. Like you're just like, oh yeah, Valentine's Day, here we go. But for me, it's always been like I had a guy one time that I was dating, and Valentine's Day was coming up, and I was like, oh, I have all this stuff planned for him. Let's do this together. And he tells me he's going on a trip with like a whole bunch of other people, and didn't invite me. Oh. And mind you, I was in college. I just got to college, and he lives back home. And I was like, okay, so we're not gonna spend time together. Cool, great, got it.
Didn't he break up with you shortly after that?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I knew it ended shortly after that. But
yeah, it ended shortly after that. So.
Oh yeah. Respect though.
We ain't gonna get
to you.
We're gonna be here all day.
So I can imagine communication was not good then in that relationship.
That relationship was toxic, but I'm not gonna go into that because that's a whole nother episode.
Oh, I didn't want to jump in. I didn't want to cut anybody off because I had one more question, and this one is a little bit more.
Well,
adult.
Okay, go ahead.
Adult.
What has to do? Okay. All right. Everybody, calm down. Let's keep the Sabbath holy. Okay.
She forgot.
But okay, but no, this has to do with so some couples, not all, but some actually like to buy clothing for their significant other, an outfit for Valentine's Day. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, and I have done this before. There. You didn't even know what I was gonna say.
No, it's just the context of the word.
Okay, so Victoria's Secret, right?
No.
They have specials. Listen to me, man. Listen. Let me get it out. First.
Oh my god.
All right, so maybe I shouldn't have gone to Victoria's Secret. Maybe I should have said JCPenney's or Belts. Maybe I should have gone straight. Maybe I shouldn't have led with that. But okay, stores like Victoria's Secret have sales and specials on their apparel. Of course, I'm talking about lingerie. So, and more than likely, most of the stuff in there is going to be pink or red or white. I mean, you get the gist of it. So, are you? I'll say, okay with your significant other actually like buying you an outfit for Valentine's Day? It's for men and women, but it's for everybody. But
I guess I'll start. I would rather buy it myself for him instead of him buying it for me. Because 9 times out of 10, a guy's gonna go in the store and not know any type of size.
Not true. No. Hold on. Not true. Not if you know your girl's measurements.
No, unless you know your girl's measurements, then yeah. But
so those, I would say 9 out of 10.
Sometimes,
5, 6 out of 10.
sometimes if you like, depending on how fresh the relationship is, or like whatnot, I can guarantee right now that my significant other does not know my measurements, so he would get in there looking a little crazy. So I just think that it would be better if I bought it for him. And plus, I think I would like to do that to surprise him too. Like, I don't want to, I mean, if he did give me something, I probably wouldn't be able to fit it. But because he wouldn't know the measurements, but I think I would buy that myself for him. But I wouldn't buy him anything because I don't know how he feels about that.
Yeah. Plus on top of that, it's like something that you might not like, but also like, regardless if it's the right size, it could just be like, I don't know, some seam somewhere that you don't like or something like that. You know what I mean? So
you guys know they do have employees there to help you.
I know, but I'm just saying everything is different for every person.
Every girl is different.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
Because like just because, I don't know, for the sake of argument, me and Jesse wear the same size shoe. Just because he finds one shoe comfortable doesn't mean I'm going to. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, for me personally on this topic, I'm gonna exercise my Fifth Amendment rights and just sit
That's
back.
fine.
So
go ahead, Jennie.
Once again, I agree with Erika. Like, if anything of that sort was to happen, like, I would rather do it myself. Like, surprise, ha, it's for you. But like, with the whole like like, even if you do know your girl's measurements, like Aidan said, like not knowing like if she's gonna actually like it, like colors, fitting, like where seams are, where things are, like where things aren't, like it's just to stay out of there.
But wait, but wouldn't you be able to assess what she likes and what she doesn't like just by looking at her wardrobe if you're a boyfriend? I mean, wouldn't that?
I mean, if you want to go for it, if you think you have like a confident like grasp of it, like go for it.
You can always return it.
Like it's not going to be on for long if it's what she actually wants, so it doesn't matter.
I might want to do a photo shoot or something. I don't know. Make a calendar.
It depends on the women. Like, I don't know. Like, for instance, my sister, she's very picky. And so, like, my brother-in-law, like, he talks to me. He's like, look, man, you know how I am? I'll just get her a gift card, let her get in there and get what she wants. Because my sister's very picky, and they've been together for 5 years, and she's still picky. So it depends on the woman. Like, if you feel that you know what she's going to wear. But then also it might be frustrating because you go get her something, and you spend all this money, like, yeah, she's going to like it. And then it's just like, oh, I don't like it. And like, time after time, every year, I get you don't like it. So I'll just get you a gift card. Gift card just saves. You don't ever know what somebody wants. Give them a gift card. Use a gift card. Give them some money. Let them do what they want.
That's smart.
I love that. Go ahead, man.
I only give like cash. I don't give gift cards to people because I know people don't like gift cards. Like, okay, you might say like a gift card is cool. No, it is not, because it only works at one specific place. Money goes everywhere. So I would rather you give me cash than you give me a gift card. Because if someone owed you money and you were like, hey, I want my money back, and give you a gift card of the same value, you're not going to want that.
But you're dating them, though.
I mean, like a Visa gift card, not like a...
Visa is okay. Yeah, the ones that can go to different areas, that's okay. But getting one for, like, Target or getting one for, like, Victoria or something like that, like, they can't only use that for one place. I don't want that. No, I want to be able to go wherever I want with whatever I got from you. But in terms of like clothing and stuff like that, I guess you could say like it just depends if you know that person and what they wear or what their style is. Like, you don't want to get something and then know like, ooh, I think this looks cool, but you are not sure that if they're gonna like it. I think you should be definitely 100% sure, knowing that you are confident in what you're getting them is going to be fit them, is going to something they're going to like, or something they're going to wear. At least know that they're going to put on that outfit and be like, oh, I actually like what you got me. Instead of just, I'm just getting something that I think will be something that they'll like because it's Valentine's Day and they're supposed to like it because it's a gift. I think at least put the time and effort in for that. That's all. For clothing per se, when you're getting a gift for someone.
Okay. Nice.
And just make sure you have everything set in order before you start going out there and just buying whatever.
Great.
Yeah.
Great answer.
I did have an extra question I did want to ask.
Go ahead,
Jewelry. About like in Valentine's Day, jewelry is a big part of Valentine's Day. How do you guys feel about like jewelry? And this is for both guys and girls in situation.
I'll let you guys answer this one.
Someone gets you like some jewelry. What you feel about that?
I'm sorry, I know I said I wasn't gonna answer, but I would be just.
Yeah, he did say that.
I would just be so surprised that the girl I'm dating would even do that, even consider giving me jewelry for Valentine's
Like she
Day.
got you,
Well,
like she
hold
gonna
on.
give you a ring, Tyler. Like you're gonna be like, oh, that's.
It
cool.
would surprise the
Like,
shit out of me. I kind of would. I don't think I know how to react. To be honest with you.
Are we counting watches as jewelry? Because I wouldn't mind a nice watch.
No, I'm not gonna count watches as jewelry.
All right.
Well, then never mind.
Yeah.
Because like you can, I'm counting necklaces. I'm counting.
Bracelets.
Well, as a guy who like, I literally wear a ring every day. I wear a watch almost every day. I wear
Me
like
too.
leather wristbands, whatnot, almost every day. So I mean, for me personally, I have to be like not rugged, but like not shiny, like
You don't want like no silver
sophisticated.
gold.
Depends on
Walmart.
what
I'll
it
take a
is.
watch from Walmart. That's where I get. That's where I buy most of my
Yeah.
my family. They're a lot more. The quality of the watch they get me is
Yeah,
a lot better. But
yeah, it just kind of depends on like the style, that kind of thing. Like not necessarily just like straight up like chains and stuff like that, but no, like a knife, like
I like the leather straps.
yeah, they're like leather straps, or like if you're talking about something like a necklace or something, like not a cloth rope, but like leather or some other like synthetic fabric, and maybe have like some sort of like not a pendant, but like just something cool. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily something that's just kind of like stereotypical, just like metal necklace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna have to make a list for Aidan and say, "Tell me what you want." Just gonna...
I mean, that was very particular, but it's all right.
Well, that was the question. Okay, he's talking about like that kind of stuff. So I'm saying like for me personally, that would be something that I would want. So like,
ladies. I mean, it is. Would you consider jewelry cliche as a Valentine's Day gift?
Yes and no, because it depends. Like speaking back to what he said, like with Valentine's Day, like a lot of it is when you think of jewelry, like the first thing you think is like K Jewelers or like
Starnes,
like Zales, like whatever,
Zales,
like
yeah.
the shiny necklaces, earrings, like diamond pendants, like whatever. Like I'm not typically for that. I don't wear a lot of big shiny stuff. Like the bracelets I wear are literally like hair ties and stuff like that. But like this is kind of going back to like my sentimental thing. Like if we went somewhere, like I went to San Diego with one of the guys that I was in a relationship with, like if he had gotten me like a bracelet from there and like like had kept it or something and like gave it to me then, like even if it's just like a braided, I don't know, like it doesn't need to be like shiny and like gaudy. It can just be like something small. I don't think it's like over cliche. You just have to play it carefully.
Okay.
Going back to the whole like gift clothing thing, like know what they want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's about it depends on each person.
That helps.
I'm very specific when it comes to my jewelry, so I could live without it. Like if you didn't get me like no jewelry on Valentine's Day, I'm cool. If you did, it would be nice. I'm very picky when it comes to my earrings. So I don't like a lot of dangly. Like I'm very more of like a stud, like pearl, like a flowery earring. Like I don't know. Like she said, you have to know me to know like what to get me if you're gonna get something. Like I don't know about the whole ring thing. I feel like if you're gonna do something like that, if you're gonna get a ring, I feel like it should be like a more special occasion. Like if it's like
engagement,
engagement or like a promise ring. Yeah. But I wouldn't want that on Valentine's Day. If you got me a necklace, it's cool. Like I said, I could go without it. If you get it for me, it's cool. It just make sure it's something I like. Or if not, then I'm cool either way.
Go ahead, Mom.
This is a little off topic, but I just want to say, like, don't ever like propose to your girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
I agree.
That's speaking for like Valentine's Day, Christmas Eve, her birthday. Like, don't. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, like, I can't speak for all women, but I know that like a majority of people I've talked to, if you're gonna propose to someone, like, do it on a day that's not a holiday, like either the day that you met or the day that you started dating, something like just make it your own day. Don't be like, and don't get married on Valentine's Day either. Like that's stupid.
Give me my date.
Like no, quick little story about that. One of the guys who lives with my brother is he's the guy who's been discipling him throughout college. He recently got married or got engaged, and the thing was he brought her to the same place that they met on the same day, which just so happened to be his 26th birthday. And on the same bench and everything, like in the same spot. And so
that shit's adorable.
Shout out to my boy.
So that actually got the seal of approval from both girls here. It's okay. So
like
that's so that's a message. That's actually a clue for any of you guys who want. I'm just messing.
I have one question though.
Go ahead.
let's say on Valentine's Day, you and your partner might watch a movie. Would you rather cuddle?
Yes.
Wait. Would you rather cuddle or like nasty Netflix and chill?
You had this up.
Definitely the first option. In any situation. Doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day. Just in general.
Yeah.
Erica, go ahead.
Why you gotta go from the chick? Why you wanna?
No, it's cool.
Why couldn't they just be a dude question?
We all can answer this.
This may be putting myself out there, but I'm a freaky person, so
Erica.
I honestly, it depends on my mood. Like if we're watching a movie, there's sometimes where I do want to cuddle, and there's sometimes where I just want to get right to business or to whatever we want to do. So, and like I said, it depends on my mood. Like if I really just want to sit there and enjoy my time with my significant other and just watch, then yeah, we're gonna do that. But if I want to do the other, we're gonna do that too. So yeah, like I said, it depends on my mood.
50 Shades of Grey.
No.
What? Oh,
Yeah. So we already said 50 Shades of Grey. Is there any other movies you would do that?
she said.
Cloudy with Chase Meatballs. I love that movie.
Two.
With Blackwood.
What'd you say, man?
I started watching Child's Play.
Oh my gosh.
Child's Play.
The Chucky movie?
Yeah.
Dudes and Dragons.
I mean, like, okay, so like my answer, like 8.5 times out of 10, like I'm gonna want to cuddle, and I want to do like the other stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a movie that I don't want to see. Like if like if we're just like, do you want to like just like put something on to like talk or whatever, and like we end up doing that, like it has to be a movie that. It has to be a movie that I don't want to watch, or it's like music that I'm like, background or whatever. But like, I'm not gonna play a movie like I actually want to watch, and then like, but don't like.
Or,
yeah.
No, but I think they're speaking more of a movie that would get you in the mood.
True.
Yeah. That's what they're speaking of, which I don't know if there's a movie.
Okay, I'm one of those people who doesn't like watching like sex scenes in movies. Like it's weird. I don't like it. Like I was not like, it's just.
Honestly, sitting when you get older, it kind of becomes more awkward and more
exactly.
Well, maybe I can ask this question for the guy.
Well, what was your movie?
But you know, the funny thing is, I don't really see. That's the thing is, that's what I was getting ready to ask us as guys. Like, do we know what a lot of these females watch, like chick flicks or stuff like that? Like, how do we know?
Talk to them.
Yeah.
Actual women actually watch chick flick like that. Like, it's kind of rare that you find a woman that actually likes watching chick flicks constantly. From what I've learned from my personal experience, I've never really had a girl that's been like, we gotta watch a chick flick movie all the time. They normally are like action, adventure. A lot of them are horror based. I don't know why a lot of women like horror movies. Like,
you said horror movies?
It blows my mind how scared y'all are of those movies that y'all want to watch them.
I don't want to watch them. I don't do it.
So yes, with that, we will end it up before we do sign off. We do have some announcements to make. I'll go last, but first off, E-Man, you 24/7 is when now?
I think Jesse said the February 17th.
17th
right?
for sign up.
Sign ups, okay.
Sign ups, yeah. So I don't know the exact date, but I do know that's the sign up date, which I am gonna sign up that day. And if one of y'all get there before me, sign me up if y'all don't see my name on there.
All right, we got you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if he says if sign starts the 17th, then that means actual whenever they do pick whoever's going to be involved with, huh?
It's the next weekend.
The next weekend.
They
Okay.
always do it for the week before.
Okay, great. And yes, yours truly here, Sir John Legion, was actually an alumni. I guess I can call myself an alumni, right?
No, because you're doing it again.
What?
No, I'm not.
You're not doing 24/7 again?
Well, not this semester. I can't. How am I gonna do? I mean, no. Okay, look. After Far Away, man. Honestly,
it is after Far Away.
I know, but it's the day after our last performance. At least give me a couple of days to rest my soul, because look, anytime I do a show, whether it's
I don't know.
It's the next weekend.
I did it last semester.
Because your shows are this weekend, right?
Yeah.
The sign up start this weekend, and the thing is the next weekend.
So you literally have those few days to get it together.
No, but I'm good.
I'm just saying.
I'm good. All right, okay, I'm good. But no, I'm good. I need a little rest period, and I need to get caught up on a couple
I
classes.
played a lesbian character for my 24/7 last year.
Okay.
Last year.
So you did it last.
Yeah, I did it last year in the spring.
Okay.
I couldn't do it in the fall because I was in Fayetteville. I was going to, but then I had to go to Fayetteville for Comic-Con. Yes.
I saw
Spider-Gwen?
Yeah, Spider-Gwen, right.
Okay, but yeah, 21st is always fun.
Can we expect you to ever?
Yes, I will be signing up.
Oh, nice. Okay, now I have to go. This one right here. He's signing up too as well.
Yeah, sign up as an actor.
We shall see if I'm signing up because I have so many things that I do that I'm a part of. So, but I'll come watch if I don't.
Sure.
I don't have a tournament that weekend, so I'm open.
Okay.
I'm really excited.
I do have one this weekend at Wake Forest, though.
Yeah, right. Yes.
My first tournament as vice president of the rugby club.
Yes, that's right. The newly elected VP of the rugby club. Absolutely, Mr. Aidan Higgins. Congrats. Congrats. Yes. Yeah, he told us this I think last week. But yeah, we did want
I told you guys like right after that.
But we did want to bring it to everybody's attention on this episode. So yeah, congrats for that. And who you guys playing? Oh, you as attorneys. So
it's a practice tournament, so it should be A side and B side, but it's us, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, and I want to say Citadel.
Okay,
but I'm not totally sure.
Okay.
I know it's me. I know it's so UNC Charlotte, Wake Forest, and Virginia Tech will be there, but I don't know who the fourth team is. It's either Citadel, Furman, Georgia Tech, I think. I don't know. One of those teams will be there.
But anyway, also, if you do not have your tickets for Far Away, you need to go ahead and get them, because they're gonna be sold out in a couple.
We're
days.
also not doing late seating at all because it's such a short production. So if you don't get there on time, sorry to say, you're not going to be seated.
Yes. Yeah, look, we've been plugging this. I've been plugging this for the past month now. And everybody, those of you who end up listening to this episode, whether you are a UNCC student or not, if you listen, please come out and support your boy. But in order to do that, you really need to go get the tickets ASAP. We'll have a link to the website where you can purchase them. We'll have that down in the.
We're already sold out for 2 days.
For Saturday?
We're sold out opening night, and then I think the second Saturday performance, the 7:30, I think.
Okay.
Let me get mine.
No, you better go quick.
Yeah, right. That's great. So yes, again, come out and support Far Away. We actually have not just me, but also Jennie's in it. We had Joel on last week. I forgot what he does. I keep forgetting what he does. What did Joel say he does?
Joel, he's the assistant director.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And so yes, come out and support Far Away. Again, the performance dates are February 13th through the 16th.
Another announcement. I just got a job at the student union.
Yay!
So if you need the directions around campus, you need help, just come see me at the front desk.
Wow.
Awesome.
I'm gonna be there with my big old head.
Any other?
And Pippin's coming up too. Come see that.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah. It's not too early. Go ahead.
Yeah, Pippin is coming up April 16th through the 19th. There are 2 showings on Saturday. Get your tickets now if you want to, because it's already up there. So come see me. I will be your leading player with some other amazing cast members as well. There's going to be music, of course. There's going to be optical illusions. There's going to be circus. There's going to be dance. There's going to be everything. So just come out and see me.
Awesome.
And the other cast members as well.
We definitely want to thank Miss Jennie Evans and Miss Erika Rush for being the first, absolutely, the first 2 women to grace the QCP with their presence. Mm-hmm. First episode ever, so you guys do have that to brag about. We did ask a couple. It was Aidan's idea, but he was trying to get some girls to come on, and some of them really couldn't make it. I asked around a little bit, but we are grateful that you guys.
This doesn't mean that you were a second thought.
No.
Well,
I don't know. I didn't ask you. No, but this was really fun. Erika, we definitely want to have you on again, and it more than likely will be at a time where Pippin is, when you guys have to perform, it'll be closer to the date. But it may not necessarily be on Pippin. We might just have you to, speak about another topic. If you'd like to be on again, that's great.
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay. We just have to. Our channel, in case if you guys didn't know, and again, this is where having the community tab on our YouTube channel helps. Our channel is basically centered on arts and entertainment and geek culture. We talk movies, TV, we talk theater, we talk. I'm the comic book guy. I like to throw the comic book reps in there, and
music, video,
absolutely,
whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's what it's centered on.
Entertainment.
Yeah, we do now. The one thing that we do, and J May's gonna plug this at the end before we sign off. We do take suggestions from our listeners. You know, that's what the comment section is for. But go ahead and J May, tell them what they need to do. Those who are listening.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And share with your friends.
And hit the notification bell when we actually do when the community tab is up and running. So when we do post something for our subscribers, you guys will get it instantly. Hit that notification tab. Go ahead and take care of it now because we don't know when the tab will be up, but when it does, when we start posting things about. Go ahead.
We want y'all to be the first ones to get all that
Hell
information.
yeah. Absolutely. So with that being said, this is Sir John Legion with
Jesse Mayo, J May,
Aidan.
Erika.
Jennie Evans.
Thank you guys for tuning in for episode 8 of the QCP Queen City Psychos Valentine's Day Special. And we are out. Peace.